All right, just a little update. I'm in Berlin now, but I thought give a little update on some of the things in the portfolio. So Smith and Wesson, I sold about half of it before earnings came out, and I held on to the other half, and I figured I would sell after earnings came out. So I was up about 50% on that since I posted the original video, and I thought, okay, it's gone up a nice amount in a year, and it may go up more, but I'll take some chips off the table. So earnings came out, and the stock had a strange reaction. It dropped. So I had a sell order in for the rest of it at about 18, and it never hit that. But earnings came out. They beat earnings. The industry as a whole is about down 5% year over year, but looks like Smith and Wesson sales were up 10%. So not only are doing well year over year, but they're doing so by taking sales from their competitors. So that should have been positive for the stock. And actually, the stock was up in the after hours about 10%, but then when it opened the next morning, it was down like 15%. So it's in a weird place now where I think it's worth more, but it's not cheap enough for me to sell it. If it went down to, let's say, 12 or something, where I originally uh, started buying, or I think I started buying around 11, uh, I would buy more, and if it goes to 18, I would sell. But it's now at this weird point in like 14 or 15 where I don't want to buy or sell, so I'll just sit on the remaining half of shares I have. Vitesse, which I had posted about earlier, uh, was up about, I don't know, like again, like 40 or 50% since I posted it. Plus, I think at the time I posted it was paying like a 12% commission, so that's not a bad return in a year. I have most of my shares. I started selling, trimming a little bit, and I may continue trimming. So the company looks like it's firing on all cylinders. It's doing really well. And my only concern is that on that one, you're really tied to the price of oil. So if the price of oil goes up, you're going to make a lot. If the price of oil goes down, earnings are going to take a hit because they have these small participations in a bunch of wells. And if it's not profitable to drill those wells, they're not going to be drilling them. And the other concern I had is initially, this huge inside ownership and the way that it was structured and the incentives were based was to sort of maintain the dividend and to sort of uh, use up the assets they have and wind down the business. But they had bought some more leases supposedly opportunistically, and rather than that being a one-off, they hired a guy to do more of those. And so it's sort of like my concern is maybe the thesis is changing, and instead of just using up all the properties they have and giving you all your money back and making a lot of money, they're now looking to expand. So, uh, I got a nice dividend while I waited, 12 to 15%, and the stock is up like 40% on top of that. So, not a bad return for a year. And I may trim even more shares. I trimmed about 10%, and I may keep trimming as I find other things that I like. And in the future, I'm about to do a video on Coupang, and another stock I'm buying right now is FRPH, Florida Rock Holdings. Um, and I plan to do a couple of those in the next week or two. So I'm not home right now, but I figured I'd just give an update. Uh, Good luck, everyone.